Peace and love, family. Welcome to another episode of Raw Gods. This is your one and only Black Mortal God coming at you live out of the 206. Just want to start this quick, brief video off by stating Black Power. Black Power, every second, every minute of the hour, it's Black Power, and it's going to always consistently remain Black Power. Now, a situation occurred recently where we lost our sister. You know, she was missing for like a month. And then they finally discovered her body in the vehicle of a car, her vehicle in the back seat, and she was unresponsive, and she was pronounced dead at the scene. A lot of our family members are mourning the loss of Tajah. This situation occurred. Miss Di was found in Richmond, Virginia. She was last seen by her family on the 19th. And her body was discovered on the 25th of February. Was it the 25th or the 23rd? Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say too much more. I'll rather let the video go, and I'm going to have more commentary to follow shortly after. Just check game.
You can see the hurt in Tajah Di's father's eyes. His name is Lawrence Robinson. He confirmed this afternoon to me that his daughter's body is here at the medical examiner's office in downtown Richmond. Crime Insider sources tell me there were no obvious signs of foul play to that body, but they are waiting on toxicology reports. Di disappeared in mid-January after being seen on surveillance video with a man at the Yamato's Japanese Steakhouse on Hull Street Road in Chesterfield County. 36 days later, her body is discovered on Wood Street on the outskirts of Wickham Court in her own car, according to her father. Crime Insider sources tell me, again, she was discovered over in the Wickham Court area, and right now they do not believe or do not suspect foul play. They are waiting on the results from here at the medical examiner's office. We did talk to Tajah Di's father. Here's what he had to say.
And they said that the police was out there with the yellow tape and a car that looks like my daughter, car that I posted on Facebook. So they told me it was on Wood Street, and I hurried over there.
Coming up at 6, what Mr. Robinson has to say to the community that handed out flyers and posted things on social media looking for his daughter this past month, and also about the police work done to find her and bring her home.
All right, family. So if you can check into that, very, very heartbreaking. You know, very, very heartbreaking. So sad. You know, the young sister, she was only 23 years old. You know, the young sister had a huge life ahead of her, and you know, it's just her disappearance has swept the nation. And one of my favorite YouTube channels, Sodnetter TV, he was accompanied by Nepal, and they've been speaking on this. And so they've been speaking on Tajah. They spoke with her family. They also had them on the show, and they all said that the gentleman that she was last seen with in Chesterfield at that restaurant, at that Japanese restaurant called Yamato Japanese restaurant, she was last seen with the gentleman, and a lot of people are expecting foul play. But as of right now, no toxicology reports have confirmed that. So as of right now, we don't know. But they said that they tried to reach out to the brother and Khalil Hassan. And after they spoke with him one time, his phone became disconnected, and they can no longer reach him. So as of right now, I agree with Sodnetter in regards to the brother needs to come forward and try to clear his name, because that's some serious allegations in regards to the sister winding up missing and then found dead in the back seat of her car. So, you know, I happened to be I called in when this topic was being of discussion on Sodnetter's show. I called in, and I was the first caller on the show for that day, and I said a little something, but I didn't get a chance to fully speak on what I really wanted to say, because I was cut off. and my conversation time was cut short due to a lot of callers who were calling in, So with that being said, I want you guys to check out what I said in my call on the show. Listen very carefully and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna hold you guys up because the conversation didn't go too long. So just let me know what you think. Hold on, let me try to get this up for y'all. I'm gonna try to pull this up. I think there's an ad that's getting ready to pop off within a little bit too. So don't sweat it. I'm gonna just let the ad go. Hold on.
Sometimes you mess with the wrong people's children. Anyway, peace.
The reason your hair is thinning is...
Alright, so I'm gonna let this ad go. Don't sweat the ad. I'm gonna knock it off. Alright. Okay, alright. So I'm gonna start this back.
What's the name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's good, son? This is the black model guy calling out of 206. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, man. Everything you guys said is spot on. I just wanted to call and say a peace of condolences to the sister. We lost another one. You know, we lost another young queen to be. You know, and it hurts my black power soul to the core to know that we lost another young sister in the demonic stakes of America. You know what I mean? And when you got brothers like me, you know, I'm a RBG soldier to death. You know, when situations like this occur, I ain't gonna lie. I go grab my Glock, I pull that bitch up with ammunition, and I'm ready to go out on the search to go find this coward. But the thing is, brothers like me and myself and other brothers and fathers ourselves, me and you, we have daughters. All we can do is show our daughters and our sisters stories like this so they can be well aware and alert and understand that when they leave the house and they go places, they have to know that they are not safe. You know, we don't want to scare our daughters and make them feel like everyone's out to get you, but we want our daughters to understand that this shit is real out here. You know what I mean? This is real out here. Everywhere we go, we're behind enemy lines just because a brother genetically shared the same type of don't make him our brother. Paul, you're 100% correct when you stated that. When you said that every brother is not a brother, you know. So, and I don't want to hold the line up because I know a lot of people's gonna be calling in after this. But I just want my sisters that's watching this to understand that you guys have to be humble enough to just sit back and listen to your fathers and your brothers when we try to warn you guys of situations like this. Because not to be upsetting or offensive to my sisters, but it is extremely hard to get through to our sisters nowadays when we try to encourage them to be more positive and have a certain mentality to prevent this type of shit from happening. You see what I'm saying? She left the house real late with some brother. We don't even know the maggot. We don't know who this maggot was, what she was going to go beat him for. We're still trying to dive deep and get more information on what occurred. But unfortunately, in the year of 2021, we have a lot of our sisters, I would say 70% of our sisters have been poisoned. Their minds have been poisoned. Their mentality have been poisoned. They're in love with this thought like culture, this Cardi B like culture. You know, Cardi B is the type of female who's encouraging her sisters to have a poison like mentality, a poison like mind, and they're all about going to go get the bag. I've argued with sisters almost every other day about prostitution, how it's bad, what's poisonous, and how it's killing our sisters. They're dropping like flies because they're encouraged to be prostitutes to go get the bag because the bag's all that matter. And when they encourage them to do better for themselves and find better and more positive, they talk down to us like we're maggots. They talk down to us like they belittle us, man. They got this shit going on for themselves. I'm the alpha woman, and they did it for men. To show them some type of love or talk them out of living a negative lifestyle. We're not. What they call us beta males and all this other shit, and it's just really disrespectful. So when situations like this happen, it can easily be avoided if they would just listen to us, be humble to us, trying to protect them. Because we're not trying to go to war with you, sister. We will go to war for you. We don't want to go to war with you. We want to go to war for you. But it's hard for us to want to go to war for our sisters when they don't want to listen. They don't want to be humble. They don't want to stay in the house after dark. You know what I'm saying?
When you put this brother, take a breath for a second. First off, I want to say thank you for calling in, brother. And I know you're concerned appreciate what you said about how you ready to go out and get justice. However, I do need to make a point. You made some great points here, but we're not going to focus on certain things.
I'm sorry, you're going out. You're going out, my sister. You went out. Can you please repeat that last thing you said?
I just don't want to turn this into bashing of women right now, because I know you don't think you sound, brother. Let me say this carefully. Yes, the sisters are making bad choices, but they're not getting raped and killed by women. So we need to balance this out and stay focused on the story. Women, the best thing that this brother said is, if y'all can hear me, listen to your fathers, listen to your uncles, your brothers, the men in your life who care about you, who say be careful. Listen to them, okay? But all this stuff about, I don't even want to get into it. I just want to say thank you for calling, brother, and we're going to just stay focused.
Yeah, and before I go, I just wanted to let it be clear for the record that this is not a battle of the sexes. I'm not trying to be negative in any kind of way. We are all mourning the loss of our sisters, but I just want our sisters to understand when situations like this occur, it's our job as African kings to go grab your spear, go grab your shield, go grab your gun, go grab your boots and your armor and ammunition and go out and protect our sisters. That's our job. We want to do that because we're obligated to do so. I'm not trying to bash my sisters at all. I'm just saying that us being the protectors and the guiders of our sisters and our daughters, at least you can do is just listen to us when we try to prevent these type of things from happening, because once you're gone, and we can't get you back. We're all mourning. This is not about all the sexes. Listen to me, please, as a brother. Listen to me, please, as a father. Listen to me, please, as an uncle. Understand where we're coming from. I love you guys. I love you, son. Like I said, all black power, every second, every minute, hour. I love you guys. Let's get these calls up. Peace and love. Thumb up the video. Peace.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I do want to say this, too.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, I hope you guys was able to hear me well during my call that I made when I made the call into the show. Hope you guys were able to hear me well, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get right into it. All right. Now, our sister, man, Tajah, she lost her life. And we're not sure at the moment if we can say that it is murder, because it has not been confirmed that she was murdered. It has not been confirmed, so we can't say that she was murdered. We just know that she's gone. She disappeared. She left around 7 o'clock or sometime around there. She didn't let her mom know where she was going, but she was last seen on the 19th of January. Okay? She was last seen at a restaurant with this dude. Okay? Tajah was last seen at the Yamato Japanese restaurant, okay? On the 19th with this man. Okay? That's who she was last seen with, fam. I'm not trying to say he did do anything foul to her, but I can't say he didn't either. But she got up around 7 something late at night. She got all dressed up and she went to go see the brother, okay? Now, I did not know that she was a diabetic. I didn't know that. When I called into Sanetta's show, I had no knowledge and I had no idea that the sister was a diabetic. They said she's a diabetic and she left the crib and she did not have her insulin with her. So we got to think about that too. You left late to go to a Japanese restaurant, which I assume you went to go grab dinner. You know what I'm saying? And she went to go grab dinner. And when you're a diabetic and you go eat certain foods, it is very important that you have your insulin shot with you. I've had friends that I witnessed after eating lunch, they will go get their insulin pen and take the insulin shot and explain to me why they were taking the shot. Now, unfortunately, we don't know what happened. She disappeared. The last person she was seen with was this guy by the name of Khalil Hassan. And Khalil Hassan, if you did not do anything negative to this sister, I strongly suggest that you go to the authorities and clear your name as soon as possible. Similar to what Sanetta said, if you did not do anything wrong with this sister, if you guys just had a casual, friendly encounter, you spoke with her, you guys had dinner, you paid your half, she paid her half, she went her way, you went your way, whatever the case may have been, it is very important that you clear your name. And a lot of people, like, if during that show, I didn't keep the Sanetta show going. I just wanted you guys to hear my speech in regard of being the first call. But in the comment section, a lot of people took what I said and ran with it. Some people took what I said and they tried to say that I was trying to say she was a thought, that I was trying to say she was out there trying to sell herself and get the bag, all kind of crazy shit, which is not what I was saying at all. The point that I was trying to make during my time on Sanetta when I was calling was, you don't know these brothers, you know what I'm saying? You don't know when you leave your house, the fathers, us being fathers to our children, we always try to stress that we want our daughters to be careful when you leave the house. Be very careful when you leave the crib, because you don't know who these dudes are when you're going to go meet these dudes. I don't give a fuck how long you known them for. If it's after a certain time at night and you leave the house, you don't know this cat. He might seem cool over the internet, he might seem cool over the phone, but when you get to meet the dude person, it's kind of like, do you really want someone like this watching you? Do you really want to have someone like this in your company? Because you can meet someone over the phone, and people get catfished all the time, family. Young boys and young girls get catfished over the phone all the time, over the internet all the time. Young men, young women, they be on these dating websites and shit. They meet someone, they're talking to them for a long time, they're sending them fake pictures of themselves, and then you go meet the cat in person. She thinking that she going to go meet some cool young smooth brother, and come to find out, Khalil, this dude was he just got out of prison and all kind of shit. Now, I'm not trying to make the brother sound bad, but I'm just saying I'm not sure if Tajah even knew all of this. This cat was in prison, he had just got out, and whoop-de-wop. So I'm assuming, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming maybe she went to go meet the brother, and when she went to go meet him, she realized that he was not all who she thought that he was. He's not the guy that she was expecting to meet. But I could be wrong. But I'm just saying, let's say it was a catfish-like scenario where she was expecting to meet a different type of guy, and then when she went there, she realized that she got catfished. It was it was a dude, and her eyes looked like this. You know what I'm saying? This is what she got out of it. You know what I'm saying? She was expecting to meet some smooth, cool, young brother, but instead she fuck around and met someone like this, and then she just felt like, this ain't what I'm not feeling this, let me get up out of here. And then on her way up out of there, the brother felt some type of way and didn't like it. I don't want to paint no negative scenarios, but I just want our sisters to understand that in the world we live in right now, with this thought-like culture out here, and the way sisters be dressing and the way sisters be behaving, not saying that not saying that Tajah Dye was one of those sisters, but all I'm saying is you have a lot of sisters out here who worship Cardi B. If you listen to what I was saying on Sanetta, I was stating that you have a lot of sisters out here that are literally out here worshiping Cardi B. They worship the thought-like ideology. They worship the thought-like culture. And Cardi B's out here with these songs, her and